I know. I get to use this now.
Yeah.
Never used the GFX before.
Medium format and an overpriced German camera. What can go wrong?
Please no one jump us.
Yeah. Please, I don't know how to call it 911.
So I feel like I've found the top 3 things that make the GFX or medium format so appealing to everyone that does photography. We're going to break that down after the photo walk. Let's go take some pics.
You weren't even focused. Never had to find out.
Are you peeing in the bush?
Okay, so first thing that I have noticed about medium format that is very noticeable right out the gate when you start taking photos with these cameras, at least with the GFX, is dynamic range is insane. Like, you can make these photos incredibly flat, which is why I feel like the medium format, like GFX cameras, especially when you use like the film simulations, closest thing to film that you can get, it gets incredibly close dynamic range wise. Like, you can pull the highlights to it's completely flat and matches the shadows. It's a little crazy. So yeah, that's easily one of the first things I noticed about this whole system. So the second thing that I've noticed that makes these medium format cameras so appealing is the color depth that you get. Most cameras you shoot in like 14-bit RAW, which is phenomenal. Like, if you can't work with that, then it's not the system, it's you. But for those that really like to shift and move around colors, like the information that you have, it's 16-bit is like, if you're shooting video and you go from 8 to 10, it makes a world of a difference for those of you that really like to color grade. Same thing here. It's a little crazy. There's just so much information there to move around and manipulate. It's wild. Okay, so the third and last thing that I noticed that makes the GFX or medium format systems so different than full frame or even APS-C is the wider you go, you don't really get as much distortion or like it doesn't stretch out things as much. So you notice on APS-C you get fisheyed really easy. Like the moment you hit like a 10 or 8 mil, it's like you're really wide, but it's like hella distorted. But the same thing also happens right around like the 24 mil. It just stretches, which isn't very appealing. So that's why most people move from crop sensor to full frame is, well, A, you don't have to do any math with the focal lengths that you're shooting at, but you get your 35 isn't as distorted as if you're shooting a 23 on a crop sensor. So that same rule kind of applies into medium format is if you're shooting a 45 mil on a medium format, you have the same width or like field of view as like a 35 on a full frame, but you have even more compression to work with, so it's even less distorted, but you have that same field of view. I hope that makes sense. I did my best to explain that. So like it's really hard to describe it if you're not using it. Like rent a GFX is probably the easiest, most accessible medium format digital, and you will know right away after you're shooting with it what I'm talking about. It's that medium format look that I feel like is so hard to explain to people who are using it, to people who have never used it. I still don't own a medium format, but like after using it, there is very much a clear difference, and I kind of want one now. I really want one now. So probably gonna make that happen. So thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry it's been a minute that I haven't shot or edited a YouTube video in a while. It's been really busy in wedding season, and I don't really post my wedding films on here anymore. If you want me to, I can just leave a comment below and I'll start doing that again, but I'm trying to leave this more for information and like camera reviews, but not just reviewing the camera, but breaking it down as to why it's different and what makes it unique and why you might want to use it. So yeah, hopefully you guys gained a lot of information from this video. I sure did while making it, and it kind of blew my mind. So here's that. I have a few more videos that I'm currently editing, so hopefully those don't take as long to come out, but see you guys in the next one. Peace.